Alright, guys, we are back with Reconstruction Notes Part 2. So again, in our topic, we are going to write Reconstruction. But we want to make a note that this is Part 2. Again, today's date is probably 1/14 or 1/15. If it's not one of these 2 days, you're doing a different day, go ahead and write that date. For part 2, our essential question is actually going to be around some of the negatives, like what were some of the problems during Reconstruction. Like we said before, usually after a fight or a war, not everyone is happy and willing to just move it along. There's going to be setbacks, there's going to be people fighting change and fighting new policies. So we are going to title this area, this part, I don't know why it's not letting me do that one. Oh, there it is. We're going to title this Reconstruction Reversed. Meaning we're actually going to be taking steps backwards instead of moving things forward. And we'll do a subtitle called The Problems. I always like to underline my headings. What we're going to see after the Civil War and during Reconstruction is people wanting to segregate. That means separating people and spaces, which is going to lead to a lot of issues and tension, even more so than before in our country. So our first bullet point that we're going to put is there's now going to be legalized segregation in schools and public places. Or spaces. To the extent that laws were passed denying blacks their rights that were just given to them. And again, this was primarily in the South. In those states that didn't like that they lost and had to follow this new policies, new rules. One of the policies that you may have heard of is called the Jim Crow laws. These were laws that enforced segregation of blacks and whites in the South. And again, this is after the Civil War. Another set of laws was called the Black Codes. And these, whoa, this happened last time too, were laws passed in the former Confederate States, so the South, that were passed to limit, oh my gosh, I apologize. I don't know what is happening. So these are passed to limit the rights and freedoms of African Americans. In response to this, so responding to segregation, you have to think about what would you do? What would people do knowing that in the South there was these legal laws that were passed saying that people were going to be separated, that they didn't have the same spaces that they were able to go to, same schools, same grocery stores, same restaurants. And usually those for people of color were not as nice, not as high quality, still treated unfairly, unequally, and the racism was very high in the South. So what did people do? Many people left the South and went north or to other places. Oh my gosh, I don't understand what I'm hitting for that. But many African Americans left the South, looking for freedom, looking for equality, looking for better living for themselves, for their families, for their futures. One of the positive programs at an attempt to have more equality after the war is a vocab term as well. Oh my gosh, going crazy. Called the Freedmen's Bureau. And this was an agency created by Congress to help protect newly freed Black Americans. We will continue to learn in more depth about these topics, about these issues, about the different events that happen in Reconstruction. This was just kind of an overview of some of the key words you're going to see, some of the concepts you're going to see moving forward in our next two lessons. For your summary, I want you to just list some of the problems of Reconstruction. Let's get two. What do you see as the two of the major problems after the Civil War during Reconstruction? Alright, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to pause as you need. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for following along with these notes.